Hi dear children, welcome to our digital class. Today our teaching topic is applications of trigonometry, heights and distances. The objective of our class is finding the heights and distances of the objects of various towers without actually measuring them. Dear children, in previous session we have discussed how to solve the problems with one right angle triangle and trigonometric ratios. Today we are going to discuss how to solve the problems with two right angle triangles and trigonometric ratios. Now let us discuss the heights and distances of various objects where the two triangles are involved. Dear children, look at the problem which is involved two triangles. Now let us solve by using two triangles in this problem. Two poles of equal heights are standing opposite to each other on either side of the road, which is 120 feet wide from a point between them on the road. The angles of elevation of the top of the poles are 60 degrees and 30 degrees respectively. Find the height of the poles and the distances of the point from the poles. See here, let us look again. Two poles of equal heights are standing opposite to each other on the either side of the road. See here, this is the road and these are the two poles erected either side of the road. Again, which is 120 feet wide, this distance is 120 feet wide. Again, between them on the road, the angles of elevation of the top of the poles are 60 and 30. See here, 120 feet. This is a point from where the observer is observing two poles from this point. Here he observed this with an angle of inclination or angle of elevation 60 degrees, and from the same point he observed the other pole with angle of elevation 30 degrees as given in the problem. Now we do not know the distance from this point to this pole. So, I am assuming this as x. Now the distance here it becomes 120 minus x, since the total distance is 120 feet. Here I assumed this small distance as x units. So, the remaining distance becomes 120 minus x. See here, the height we do not know, we have to find this. I am assuming as h. It is given that they are both of equal heights. So, the height of this pole is h and that pole is also becomes h. Now, here one triangle is formed. I am considering this triangle of color this, and I am taking one more triangle of this. This is another triangle with 60 degrees elevation. This is one triangle with angle of elevation 30 degrees. See, I am considering first one triangle with 120 minus x feet distance, and this is height and angle of elevation is 30 degrees. See here, required side is height h by this opposite by adjacent, it is equal to tangent or tan 30 degrees. Now h we do not know and it becomes h only, and we know tan 30 as 1 by root 3, h is equals to 120 minus x into 1 by root 3. This is equation 1 with the help of this triangle. Now let us take another triangle, and this is of x unit and this is of angle of elevation 60 degrees and this is height. Now the required side here also the same h, and h by x opposite by adjacent is equals to tan of 60. Now h by x is equals to root 3 and it becomes, after a transposition of x, x goes towards that side, x into tan 30 is root 3, it became h is equals to x root 3. This is an equation 2. Here, my dear children, observe equation 1, it is the quantity which is equal to h, and second equation is also the quantity which is equal to h, both are equal. Now, I am equating both the equations. 120 minus x into 1 by root 3 is equals to x root 3. Now, I am multiplying inside this and transposing this term to that side, it became 120 minus x into root 3 is 3 x. If I took minus x that side, it becomes plus x. So, 3 x plus x becomes 4 x is equals to 120, and then if I bring this 4 this side, it becomes 120 by 4. Hence, x is equals to 30. We find the value of x. We know in previous slide h is equals to x root 3. See here, h is equals to 30 root 3 meters. As in the given problem, he asked us to find the height of the tower, and the height of the pole we obtained as 30 root 3 meters. Then we have to find one more, that is from where the observer is viewing these two poles. Hence, the distance between the poles is x is equals to 30 meters and another is 120 minus x is equals to 90 meters. So, here we have solved the height of the tower or pole, and here we have also find the points where the observer is observed, and the distance between these two poles are 30 meters and 120 minus x to the observer is 90 meters. I think you understood this problem very well, and let us discuss one more problem which is more interesting related with a jet plane. Here in this problem, he did not give any distance, he gave the time. So, let us have a look over another interesting problem. Say the angle of elevation of a jet plane from a point A on the ground is 60 degrees. After a flight of 15 seconds, the angle of elevation changes to 30 degrees if the jet plane is flying at a constant height of 1500 root 3 meter. Find the speed of the jet plane. Use root 3 is equals to 1.732. Here this is a ground, here the jet plane is going over the sky, an observer is viewed the jet plane from this point, and the angle of elevation he observed with 60 degrees. And here the height of the jet plane is 1500 root 3 meters given. Now, this is x meters, we do not know the distance since it was not given in the problem. And now, here you see this is a right angle triangle formed. This is a known side h and this is a unknown side x. This is required for us. So, I am taking this is h is equals to 1500 root 3 by x is equals to tan 60 degrees. Opposite by adjacent is equals to tan 60. 1500 root 3 by x is equals to tan 60 is equals to root 3, it is root 3, and then if I transpose this x to that side, it becomes 1500 root 3 by root 3 is equals to x. Hence, x is equals to this root 3 will be gets cancelled and it is 1500 meters. Now, next this plane in 15 seconds it is travelled from the same place, and the height, the angle of elevation changed from 60 degrees to 30 degrees, but the height does not change. This is 1500 root 3 meters only. Now, it becomes d meters, we do not know this distance also. Now, by using this triangle, see the total distance is 1500 plus d. We will find the d meters also. See here 1500 root 3, this side is 1500 root 3 opposite side, by this is adjacent side, 1500 plus d meters is equals to tan 30, and this is 1500 root 3 by 1500 plus d is equals to 1 by root 3. It is root 3 comes to this side, 1500 into root 3 is 4500, and 1500 plus d is equals to 4500 meters. Now, d transpose this 1500 to that side. See, d is equals to 4500, this plus 1500 is going to that side, it became minus 1500, hence the distance is equals to 3000 meters. But the time is given. What is the relationship between speed, distance and time? Do you know, children? See, speed is equals to distance by time. Here distance we obtained as 3000 meters and the time is given as 15 seconds. Now, the speed of the jet can be found like this. Speed of the jet is equals to distance moved is 3000 meters by time 15 seconds. It is equal to 200 meters per second. The jet travel from here to here in 15 seconds, it is travel 200 meters per second. My dear children, I think you understood this problem. In this problem, we find the distance travelled by the jet in 15 seconds. We also find the speed of the jet in 15 seconds. It was 200 meters per seconds. Are you ready to discuss one more problem? An iron spherical ball of volume 2,32,848 centimeters cube has been melted and converted into a shape of cone with the vertical angle 120 degrees. What are the height and base of the cone formed thus? Okay, look how to solve this problem. See here, this is the sphere, it is melted and casted as cone. Then given data is volume of sphere, this is 2,32,848 centimeters cube. Vertical angle of the cone is given as 120 degrees. Here in this, volume of sphere is equals to volume of cone, we know 1 by 3 pi r square h is the formula to find the volume of cone. Volume of sphere is equals to volume of cone is equals to 1 by 3 pi r square h is equals to 2,32,848 centimeters cube. This I am substituting all the values. Pi is 22 by 7, r square h is equals to 2,32,848 centimeters cube. Here I am transposing this 3 and 22 by 7 that side. It became r square h is equals to 2,32,848 into 7 into 3 by 22. Now, r square h is equals to 2,22,264. Here I struck, I did not have any value to be substituted in this problem. So, I am making use applications of trigonometry to solve this. See, this is the height and this is the radius of the cone. The vertical angle I bisected is 60 degrees and 60 degrees. See here, this is the triangle and we have drawn this side, and I am taking this triangle and applying applications of trigonometry. Here this is radius, this is h, and this is 60 degrees. R by h is equals to tan 60, R by h is equals to tan 60, we know root 3, and I am transposing this h that side, R is equal to h root 3. R square h is equals to, I am substituting this R is equals to h root 3 in this, h root 3 whole square into h is equals to 2,22,264. Now, by squaring this root 3 it becomes 3 and h square into h becomes h cube, and that 3 I transpose to that side, it is 2,22,264 by 3. Now, h cube is equals to 74,088. After finding the cube root of h, I get like this, 42 whole cube is equals to h cube. This cancelling these two powers, I get h is equals to 42 centimeters. Now, R I had h root 3. If I substitute this height in this equation 2, I get R is equals to 42 root 3 meters. My dear children, I think you understood these problems very well. What we have discussed so far is, we have discussed a few terms which we already discussed: line of vision or line of sight, horizontal line, angle of elevation, angle of depression, and the structure of the clinometer. By using the structure of the clinometer, we find the heights and distances of various objects without actually measuring them. Now, I will give you a small homework to you. After the end of this session, you will able to do the problems which I give on the screen.